to split up vote to stop you or something? I mean, what's going on there? Because we know these two are working together.
Well,
and they act like they're fighting on the surface.
Let's get those Barbies out of here is what I say. You know, they're both they're both former cheerleaders. You knew that, didn't you?
Yeah, we don't need any more cheerleader leaders.
Did you know there were hall monitors?
Yes. So these are little tattletales.
Yeah, they are. And I think the state's tired of them. And I think you've got a huge amount of disgruntled Republicans. And for all I know, you might be one of those folks, but people who at one time believed in either Rick or Kay, and now they don't. And I'll tell you what, when Rick and Kay turn around after this bloodbath that's coming, this two locomotives colliding, you know, they're going to find all the Ron Paul people are going to be gone. They're all going to be kinky Democrats.
Well, I know this, Kinky. I agree with you on about 80% of the stuff you do, and that's as much as I agree with my wife. So, I mean, that's, not bad, but at the same time, I know you're better than these establishment candidates. Kinky Friedman, 1,000,000 times better than Kay Bailey Hutchinson, the cheerleader, Bilderberg Group steering committee member. I mean, top globalist, top corrupt New World Order, and then Rick Perry, the toady of the group. I certainly hope you kick their butts.
We intend to.
What's the battle plan to get that done?
Well, for one thing, we're just ending the exploratory phase. We're very soon going to jump full into this thing, pull the trigger. And part of that is going to be going out on a listening tour where I can sharpen my listening skills, Alex, which do need some sharpening. And meet the teachers, meet the county chairs, meet the people in places where Democrats fear to tread. That's the Obama strategy, actually. He was going on a 50-state strategy. Everybody told him you can't win Virginia, you can't.
All right, stay there. Got a break. Let's come back here more about your strategy, more about the websites, kinkyfriedman.com, linked up on Infowars.com. Well, he is a Texas original, as I said earlier. Kinky Friedman is our guest in studio running for governor. And he's the only chance you've got to not have Kay Bailey Hutchinson or Rick Perry, the two cheerleaders. And the only question is which one of them is more Nelly than the other. But, that's fine. The issue is that Kinky Friedman is the real deal, and his daddy was up there in the airplanes with my granddaddy over Europe in World War II. That's a small world. I keep going back to what my dad called and said, yeah, they were in some of the same squadrons and things in Europe. That was really wild, small world. He learned that from your dad when he was at UT as my dad's professor. But again, Teachers for Kinky is one of the bumper stickers, kinkyfriedman.com. How do people, if they're out there listening all across Texas, and it's pretty clear you're going to run. You're going to run. We can tell you're running. How do they get some of these bumper stickers?
Well, kinkyfriedman.com. Just go to that and order them. And by the way, last time, I don't know how many do we have, Juford? Over 70,000 small donations to the campaign, contributions. We had more than any other way more than any other candidate. And we were doing something that Obama did successfully and Ron Paul did successfully. And I think it's the people that are going to make the differences. I don't think it's the money. I think it's really the people being the lifeblood of politics.
Absolutely. Specifically, getting into this campaign, you were making some great points during that last break. We should have that on air behind the scenes. You were breaking down, I was saying, Democratic Party, how are they taking your run in the party instead of an independent?
Well, it's early days to tell. Many statewide Democrats are embracing me and saying it's great, this is what you should have done last time, and they're right. I should have, because I would be the governor. But the Democratic establishment is tough, Alex. A lot of them have been presided over so many losses now for 18 years, ever since Ann Richards, that they're used to falling on their swords. They're used to being purists, and purists just don't get it done. And I'll give you an example why I like a common sense, old school, pragmatic approach to things is that I'm a Democrat, but I'm also a Texan. By that I mean I'm a libertarian. I'm a populist. You look at, if this had been 5 years ago, we would have thought libertarians are creeps. They're weirdos. They're just a fringe. I'd say most Texans are libertarian.
Well, they've done national studies, and over 50% of Americans, when asked libertarian questions in a blind study, then identify as libertarians. Look at the Ron Paul revolution, and I agree with you. They're going to support you over Perry and Kay Bailey Hutchinson.
In a heartbeat, and I'll tell you something else. It's not about big government or small government. It's about efficient government. That's what it's about. And Ron Paul was the only one I know who called this financial economic disaster 2 years ago, right? He said that. Everybody said he's crazy. This George Bush, the MBA from Harvard, never saw it coming. Obama never saw it coming. Ron Paul did see it coming. And the Ron Paul people, I feel a real affinity for them.
And Ron Paul also said the way this bailout was going to happen was going to make it worse. And now the head of the World Bank had to come out 2 days ago and say, we are basically screwed. So we certainly need you as governor here in Texas instead of Perry. I mean, look at Perry saying we might secede, spinning the national movement for states' rights. It's not secession into something like secession so we can be demonized. And then later they said, are you serious? He said, no, I was just joking. I mean, it's like you said, he is jumping, on the states' rights bandwagon when he won't even protect the border.
Except secession might be a good idea because we get rid of Rick Perry. That might be the only way we're going to do that.
Will he be here for life if we don't get rid of him? I mean, it's just...
he will if he's as lucky as he's been. He will be the Hugo Chavez of Texas, and he'll be the governor for life. It's really sad, Alex, because I can't think of one I'll challenge Rick Perry to a tequila drinking contest. I'll do anything to get this man to interact with the people of Texas just a little bit. And I can't think of one thing he's done for the people.
What about more debates?
10 years.
Shouldn't we have 5 or 6 debates instead of one?
Jesse told you what happened. He said Kinky had trouble with his debate there. He said, but he had trouble with his first debate, but there were 15 more of them. And he got better and better as it went, as he caught on to it. Because guys like Perry, they're slick, man. Kay Bailey.
They've got political operative experts.
Sure they do.
That are, trying to make you look stupid and things.
That's right. So we welcome as many debates as we can. You wonder why Rick Perry won't even go to a basketball game because he gets booed. He won't take questions from people calling in on the show. And an example of what he did, he lives in a house that we're paying $10,000 a month for. Right now, every month, the taxpayers are. That's a political statement. Mike Huckabee, the governor of Arkansas, when that mansion was being remodeled, he moved a double wide onto the grounds, and he moved his family in there, and that was his office. He worked out of there. That's a political statement, too. A good one.
Yeah, it's just incredible.
Why do we let him get away with it?
Even if that was just political hype by Huckabee, still, he knew to do that. Perry just doesn't care.
Perry likes to shop in Europe. He likes to be governor. He likes to wear nice clothes, live in a
silk underwear
house. No, he likes this stuff. And you know what? He knows how to play the system. He knows how to game the system. And the point is, I don't know anybody, Alex. I know you. I know Juford. I know the people.
Kinky Friedman, stay there. We got a break. We're going to come right back, talk about an event you've got coming up.